Hi everybody, this is Dimitri. Thank you so much for watching. Now today we're gonna be talking about regulations and bans in perfumery. Now if you've ever wondered why your perfume does not smell like it used to, listen up, because I have a bit of information that you can actually use to your advantage. Now there's usually three main reasons why perfumes get reformulated. The first one is money, the second one is IFRA regulations, and the third one is plain and simply because the materials used in some old perfume formulas don't really exist anymore, or they exist in very limited batches. Now, this last claim, I accept it, because if a natural material has difficulties growing in nature, then it's alright for us to just let it be for a few years and then maybe use it again when there's more of it, such as sandalwood, such as oud from the Aquilaria tree, such as ambergris in general, which is very hard to come by. And the previous two factors, I'm a bit upset about them, because the first one, which is money, well, it all comes down to the fact that huge companies such as L'Oreal and Estee Lauder, they actually have so much power in the world of perfumery and fashion in general that they just buy out the competition, which is niche perfumes. Now, have you ever wondered why Tom Ford perfumes used to be beastly maybe 10 years ago? Even Frédéric Malle perfumes used to be the longest lasting perfumes ever, and nowadays they suck and they smell good on the side, but they do not last long. Well, the reason is because of Estee Lauder, which is a criminal when they come and buy you out. Now, it's an advantage for them to buy out the competition. It's an advantage for the competition to be bought out by them, because that means millions of dollars in the bank accounts of the company owner. But it means that us as a customer, we basically get ripped off. Why? Because we still pay the same amount that we used to pay when the perfume was amazing and long lasting. But the difference is that nowadays the perfumes are diluted because the formula expenses are cut down, and basically we don't get the same feeling that they used to give us. So Le Labo, Tom Ford, Frédéric Malle, and a few other companies that used to be amazing nowadays are not that good anymore. Now, the third reason why perfumes get reformulated is because of IFRA. And those guys are actually the entity that makes sure that certain allergens are basically cut down to the minimum amount in order for the people to basically wear a perfume without having a reaction to it. Now, to put it bluntly, the main reason why they act this way is because of you, is because of your aunt, your mother, your grandmother, or whoever started complaining about certain perfumes that used to actually give them rashes or whatever, and instead of changing perfume, they decided to basically call out activist groups who put out press releases claiming that such and such and such material gave cancer to human being, gave bad breast milk, and all sorts of nonsense that might be true to a certain extent, because it is true that a material such as hydroxycitronelal gives you a certain amount of rashes if you actually apply it in huge amounts, but not in the amount that was in Diorissimo, which was an incredibly delicious and fantastic perfume from Dior, who is not the same anymore. It's not the same, just like L'Heure Bleue, just like Mitsuko and Samsara and other great classics who can't really be worn anymore with the same charm and the same addictive feeling that they used to give to the people, simply because some crazy nonsensical guy or girl decided that their allergies was everybody's problem. So basically, IFRA had to do something to prove to the people that it actually cared about our safety and our well-being, meaning that they either banned certain materials or just limited the amount that could be put in a formula. The first materials to suffer from these decisions were the most important ones in old perfumes, such as oak moss, which is that magnificent inky foresty material used in Old Chypre, such as the aforementioned hydroxyl citronellal, which was the only convincing replica of the lily of the valley, such as eugenol, such as bergamot, such as birch tar, and a few other materials that were incredibly addictive, and nowadays they're just a synthetic replica that have nothing to do with what it used to smell. So if you're wondering why your beautiful Heure Bleue does not smell like it used to, L'Heure Bleue was the best oriental floral perfume of all times, while nowadays it's just a shadow of its former self. Sad story. The reason is IFRA. Another one that actually got completely ruined is Samsara, which was one of the best sandalwood-based perfumes of all time, because this used to have a lot of Mysore sandalwood in it. Nowadays it's just a synthetic mess. And then last but not least, we have Mitsuko. This was, or actually still is, the reference Chypre, the most famous perfume from the house of Guerlain, and honestly still acceptable, but shamefully reformulated. So on that sad note, I suggest you basically say adios to all the perfumes that got reformulated in a really bad way, and basically look into finding out new niche and indie houses that are actually worth buying. I'm gonna name a few for you guys so that you have a clear idea of what to look for, because I've been trying a lot of perfumes lately. So the first house that I would suggest you look into is Bogue, then you have Papillon, then you have Dusita, you have Bortnikov, you have Maître Parfumeur et Gantier, you have Lubin, and I'm basically gonna write down a few more for you guys, because honestly, perfumery is not all about reformulations. It's also about amazing feelings that this beautiful material gives us. This is such a luxury that is an affordable luxury, and it's basically an invisible aura that surrounds us and give out a little bit of information to the person that you're talking with that actually says something about your personality. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have had the time to write down a little bit of informations, because that's what I'm planning to do. I want to give you some value, and I will see you again soon. Take it easy. Dimitri here, and see you next time.